Euclid Audio here with some more of that news that you need to know. In case you didn't know, well, we're gonna run this right here, and then I'm because before I do any more video, before I, you got to know where I'm coming from. Is the point that I'm trying to get to, and this explains exactly why I feel the way that I do about a lot of the shit, what I'm saying, and what I'm gonna continue to say. So let's run this here, and that way, we can get on the same page. Run it.
404 globe not found. It seems that the Globe Earther Shield shared his screen today by accident, confirming that Globe Earth YouTubers do get paid to spread the globe model. It also proves that Simon Dan's subs are fake. So here's the tweet, and
I'm telling you right now that all of both sides. I mean, I can't say all because that would be untrue. There are a sprinkling of people that are legit that you will come across. My man here, he's not with the shield. The shield shitter wouldn't be even showing us this. And I mean, that's just my feeling. I could be wrong. I mean, you never know about anybody, but the real deal is, it ain't just one side that's getting that's controlled. No, they control all fucking aspects of the narrative. I'm trying to tell you what's really going on. My man's going to focus on the fact that the attack supposedly on the flat Earths. But I don't think that that's necessarily true. I mean, I'm thinking that they're pubbing both sides, man. I mean, they pubbing motherfucker just like the mag. Oh yeah, he a fucking shield too. They pay his ass to run opposition and lead the dummies right down the fucking way. 'Cause he ain't telling nobody nothing that they can use. He ain't telling nobody nothing they can use. He ain't telling nobody nothing they ain't already know, that they can't see with their own two fucking eyes. I mean, that's just a real deal. And anything else, what he talking about? He on some next level bullshit, dude. Or rapping about the wrong issue, burying the lead. That's really what it is. They talking about the diamond and the diamond and the diamond, and they're wrong. This motherfucking diamond is not what the dome made out of. 'Cause the diamond is some fucking bullshit. It's made up for you to look dumb when you talking about that shit like that, and they gonna sit there and fight about it like, what the fuck? I ain't never seen nothing beat it. And yeah, there's my man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play this right quick. That way you know.
Like to look at it a little bit closer. So it says it is November 6, 2018, Memorandum for Earth-Shaped Field Assets from the Director of Earth-Shaped Counterintelligence, right? And the subject is 2019 quarter 1 tier updates.
Earth-shaped.
Information effective January 1st, 2019. Tiers have...
That's important to notice. It just says Earth shape. It doesn't say, it don't specify whether they're talking about a globe or a ball or a sphere or a flat or a mound or you fill in the fucking blank. They don't say. It's just Earth shaped field assets. Director of Earth shaped counterintelligence. Earth shape could be any fucking thing. They don't specify.
Being reassessed for 2019. Please note the changes. Tiers. Tier 1, 1000 subscriptions or 3000 average per view monthly views. Tier 2, 3000 subscriptions or 8000 average per video monthly views. Tier 3, 12,000 subscriptions or 32,000 average per video monthly views. Applies to YouTube only. Numbers exclude artificial subscribers and views. Right? So they here admit that there are artificial subscribers and views as well. Let's go further. Subscriber prices: YouTube $30 per 1000, Twitter $12 per 1000, Instagram $37 per 1000. So they get paid for subscribers as well on YouTube. Upon attaining Tier 3 status, fees no longer apply. Subscribers will instead be added automatically throughout the course of the calendar month, with the total number of additional subscriptions determined at random to avoid pattern recognition via statistical analysis. So they even pay attention to that it kind of like looks natural.
Of course.
Note, because of recent exposure, new rules require subscriber additions are applied over a 30-day period. Again, just to make it look like organic. Payments per YouTube video. Tier 1, $580, right? So if you have 1000 subscriptions and you create a video on YouTube against Flat Earth, you get $580.
Right, but it doesn't necessarily just say that. It don't just say that. It don't just say that, dude. It do, but it don't, because it just says Earth-shaped counterintelligence. I don't see where it says nothing about, which side they're on. And that's important to know, because, you need to know that there's more deception than what it appears on the surface. They're controlling all the fucking narratives, all sides, both sides. For damn sure, there's gonna be two, and they're gonna throw some other motherfuckers in there because just like what he's saying, that shit has to look authentic. They want you to buy in, so they perfected the art of acting. Let's get back on the stage.
I don't get that much money for, 50 videos. I'm not getting paid by YouTube, by the way, at all, but I meant like by my donors. Tier 2, $927
right, but
per video.
but see, this right here just goes ahead and lets you know that just because the motherfucker says he don't have a pan out, he don't have a pan out, he don't take no donations here. This motherfucker can get paid, it looks like, what is this, $6,000 a month? Shit.
$1,427 per video if you have more than 12,000 subscribers. Well, I have more than 12,000 subscribers, so for me it would be a very lucrative business to jump on this wagon, by the way. I'm not going to do that, but these people get that kind of money, just for one fucking video against the truth. That shows why they are hiding this whole thing. It's very important. Some people also suggested that this document may be fake, and they just do it so that they bring down the flat earther community. And I really doubt that, because it just doesn't make sense.
Well, it don't say nothing about that, man.
To bring down flat earthers. Why does that bring down flat earthers? Okay, so first of all, let's look at this browser screen. Okay, so he has Facebook open, Godless Engineers, and Planner Walk to YouTube channel on Social Blade. That's like a statistical software for YouTube. Planner Walk Patreon, teen porn videos, NASA images, what is terminal, and Field Assess 2019, which is this Gmail video. Right? So okay, that's one thing. Now, in order to make this screenshot or this whole setup, they had to create this document, right? They had to open up all these tabs and pay attention that they had to open teen porn videos just to make it look real, which is possible, like you want to make it really real, you open up on a new tab teen porn videos, right? But you had to create all this email. So I'm going to look at the email at the background,
That looks like a seal, dude.
and you can see Mark Leventhal, field asset 2019. It's in
US Department
Gmail.
of State.
And if you zoom in, you can see some kind of seal of American intelligence or whatever it is, like the eagle. And we can see Mr. Broad, please find attached. And we can see US Department of State, Washington DC 2546. We can also see the attachment here as a thumbnail, which is how it works in Gmail. And to me the whole thing looks legit, and we go to the right side, we can see a chat open, 11 people on the chat, and they are discussing fight the flat. What is it? Fight the flat.
Okay, so that's
LJF.
where you got it from.
And that's because you already joined. Oh, good lol, I'm at work. Limited time and functionality to check. Okay, so let's summarize what is happening here. You make this setup and you share your screen. This is an anti-flat earther YouTube channel. And
Right.
you create this document.
No, he didn't. No, hell no. That shit's legit. He got a damn chat going over here.
You put this together. You create an email, send it from a fake email address, attach this document. You collect 11 people.
11
you have
people.
it on the group chat, right? And you also open these tabs: Facebook, Social Blade, Patreon, Teen Porn, NASA.
No. That's no. This motherfucker just fucked up, and let now everybody know. I know, and I mean I'm not finna roll on me like that. That lets me know that just because a motherfucker say I ain't got my pen out, that don't mean shit, dude. I mean, it makes me. Hey, I got a whole bunch of. They all be doing, man. It gives me cause to pause for damn sure. Because if I'm gonna think that they's controlling a portion of the it's just like the transgender shit, or the fucking the whole set, man, the whole the whole stage is just it's they all had to make the same secret deal. I mean, they've all made that. They've all sold their soul. In other words, they've given up the good, man. It's not about that. It's about, they got to toe the line. They get, I mean, whatever their deal is, I can't say, because it ain't like, it's not like a one big secret society. No, that's not how it is, man. It's a bunch of motherfuckers who take their orders from the top, and in return they're able to take advantage of me and you. But if they get order from the top, that's the prerogative, and they got to toe the line, and that's what it is. I mean, they don't have no say when the prerogative comes from the top, and they don't get it. Shit's pretty well set. They know what's coming. They know what it is. They know how. They're already in line. You see what I mean? There's no surprises coming to them. But please believe, whether it's good or not, that fucking doesn't matter. You just look at the mask. Just look at the mask, and that lets you know that If we were under the, I was mistaken to think that they won't fucking hurt you. Because the prerogative comes from the top. They will do whatever they had, whatever their orders are. See what I mean? And then for the other motherfuckers, they got the money. They got the money for you. You can't say no because you can't eat if you say no. Then that's ultimately what it boils down to. You got to have that job, or your kids got to go to school, or this, that, or the other thing that they use to compel your ass to do whatever it is that they have on the agenda. And that's just how it works. Well, I'm not playing that game. I come to the fucking party and I say, hey dude, something's not right here. What's going on? And I figure out what the fuck is going on. See, the last couple weeks, the last week or so, I've found, I did this video on John Taylor Gatto, or a video that I had did. He was in there, and his insight really caught my attention. So when I did a little research on him, I came across Richard Grove. Well, Richard Grove he's smooth, man, but where him and the crew that he's rolling with, man, they really know that shit. They're really, knowledgeable about the process of how they can explain to you what you're doing as you're doing the who, what, where, when, and how, why. And they know the order and all of that shit. Personally, I can't. It's not that I can't. The culture that I was brought up with, it didn't. I didn't get all the terminology. I just know how to do it. But I've been doing it all along. That's my operating system. You see what I mean? And my dad just taught me this shit. I know how to get it done, but I don't know that I could necessarily teach another motherfucker or know. A lot of times I don't know. It's not. I'm not aware of it. I just do it. Like I said, it's my operating system. I just have the trivium installed. I thought that's how you came. I thought that's how people came. I was wrong, I guess. You know what I mean? Now that I've been introduced to this shit, these dudes done put in work. They done read for hours and shit to figure this shit out. And I'm sitting here like, okay, now I know why. In a year, I'm doing shit that anybody else, there ain't nobody else. I done found shit that ain't nobody else found. And that's the explanation. Richard and them, they have it. They done showed it to me, man. That's exactly how come I knowed. I've been knowed. Because even though I'm not aware of it or wasn't able to necessarily explain it to you, I had the fucking formula, dude. I had the principles. So even though I didn't really know how to assert myself as a man or the proper procedural things to do to correct my status or my standing or any of that shit. Even though I didn't know that shit, I had the damn basis, the footing, so that once life did come and wake me up with one of them, when the war comes to you, because that's really what happened. The war, because they're at war with the people, and it's gonna come and it's gonna hit you across the face. Well, luckily enough for me, when that happened, not only did I have the principles and shit, but I was standing there aware of the bigger picture. So I'm looking at it, and I'm, instead of doing like everybody else and thinking, you know, me, or you know, resting on the laurels or any of that. No, dude. I attacked the fucking root of the people's problem. If nothing had happened, because I didn't necessarily know that I didn't know what was going on until they kicked my door in, and I'm sitting in jail, and I'm knowing that and when I got out, I mean all my shit was gone, dude. And I haven't been back. I mean, and I mean, there's things I could have done differently, but with the amount, with the knowledge that I had at that time, I mean, I had to make an executive decision, you know, and I felt like up until I figured out how to fucking do this shit, corrected it, how to get it right, how to get the money, dude, it wasn't good enough for me to have a motherfucker, you know, dead to the right where I could go and get mine. No, dude, there's no getting mine like that. In other words, what I'm saying is, I wasn't for sale. I was not fixing to just, you know, say, okay, well, I'm trying to get paid. No, dude. I'm not just trying to get paid. Because I done found out that there's something going on with this fucking money game. And it's a damn game, and I'm gonna figure it out. And I did. And I'm gonna show you, because the question that we all need to be trying to answer is, what is money? Where did it start? How did we get here? And I'm not talking about what the fucking shields tell you, because I'm telling you, I shouldn't use the word shield because I don't even really know what the fuck it means, to be honest with you. And really, it's more like it's a fucking ideology, man. And shouts out to Richard, because he's the one who fucking said it, that he just said what the fuck ideology really is. Ideology is you spewing that bullshit that you don't have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You just heard somebody else saying it, and now you're saying it. That's what an ideology is. It's somebody who don't know what they're talking about, but you know, they have a hint of truth, or they're just throwing out their shit, dude. That's really what it is. Like, I mean, if you want to know a good example of it, to me, from what I see, is the sovereign citizenship. What I did a video on, and it was all I could do to watch that shit, because they just spew everything. They're just throwing out all kind of shit. Like, there was 3 or 4 different times on there where they said shit that clearly was not, like, the motherfucker didn't, like, that was not said, you know, and but they made like it was, and somebody actually would say that was said, and I'm like, who, what? He never did say that, like, because even Amber was like, well, I've heard you say that, and I'm like, see, that's the shit what's pissing me off, man, because there's a whole lot of truth to everything what was coming out of their fucking mouth. They just say that shit like they do and put that spin on it. That's why I kept saying in that video, they're gonna whoop your ass. They're gonna whoop your ass, because that's really what they're trying to get them motherfuckers to do, is to just whoop your ass, man. Don't let you, scare you, terrorize you into fucking compliance. That's the goal, and that's really how that's what them ideologies are for, is to make you fucking dumb. And if you don't, there's no excuse for falling for that shit. In the world today, you have no excuse, because at your fingertip you have the ability to verify and check shit out. There's just no there. I mean, you have no excuse. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you now, I would. I mean, with the mask, I can't see how anybody's not got their head in the book trying to figure out what can they do to restore their fucking rights. I mean, I don't understand how anybody is not. I mean, there can't be anybody that is not trying to figure this out. And I'm telling you that it all boils down to not knowing what words really mean. Like, everything what they call government is not government. Not in a republic. Not in America. In America, government is your relationship with the post office. That's your government. I mean, that's really what it is, man. Because you have a public duty. That's why they gave you a corporation, a corporate entity, and that piece, you're supposed to be using that piece in commerce, and you do that through the fucking mail, because the mail is money. I don't care what they told you about the gold and how the money came about through the gold. That's bullshit. That's bull fucking shit. The gold was just a physical medium that they could pin it to, and then make it legit by physical means, by actually having something tangible that you had, that way it made it harder to steal. You see what I mean? The people ain't dumb. They try to dumb us down, but if you just stop and start looking at that shit with just the real, what do you see? Play past all of that bullshit and just look at it like from the innocence of a kid, and go back, childlike innocence. Just look at that shit and break it down, and you can do that. That gold and silver it has a purpose. Don't get me wrong, but by that same token, you need to know that the King's Impress is the ultimate part of it. I mean, basically what I'm trying to tell you is you could have a whole mountain of gold, and it does not a dollar make. Without the King's Impress, you can have all that gold in the world, but without the Sovereign Impress, without that stamp, it's not money. So that tells you what is more important. Because the King's Impress, he can put that on anything. See what I'm saying? He can make whatever he wants fucking payment. See what I mean? And not only that, he can make it press for price. You see what I'm saying? Like, whatever it's worth what he say it's worth. And that's why The fucking mail is money. And that's really what that's where it really fucking came from. And I'm gonna do a definition series on it. But that's where I'm going with all my shit. I'm trying to just stay on a focused beat of giving people stuff that they can work with, that they can do something with, and that they can add good to their life. Tired of all of these people that have nothing to say but doom and gloom. That shit ain't no good, and I don't want nothing to do with it. But I'm coming up, man. I'm not. Nah. Like I said, while these guys had to spend all of that time trying to figure out, what the how and their work is solid, dude. I mean, I'm impressed. But I didn't have to spend on all that time with all of that shit. I had all of that already in the tool bag. I just moved forward with what I know, and the issue was the money, man. How do you get the money? What is money? And I'm telling you now that it is the mail, and all your problems are solved with the mail. You going and landing your post, taking care of your business. That's how we save America. I mean, and we're gonna save it. We're gonna do that. I mean, I've done figured out enough to know that if you don't understand it yet, you ain't asked the right question yet. You got to be learning every damn day, because that's what it takes to survive, to live. You mean that I don't. This shit ain't work for me, man. Like, it's just, like I said, when it's operate, like, this is the way this is life for me, man. Getting up every day and trying to learn something new. And I'm like Rich. I don't want to be the only one that knows this shit, man. It'd be nice to be able to have a conversation or two with somebody. So I wanted to put this out here. I'm gonna go in on the shills one at a time, like I said, because yeah, they're gonna get bashed on, because they're everywhere, and they all come with that same trying to make like they're like just like me and you. But hey, dude, if you done sold out, you're full of shit is what you are. Because you ain't telling nobody nothing that they can use. I'm telling the people what the fucking goods is. So I challenge anybody. Prove me wrong. Until next time, take care.